This is the North Pond Conservation Area owned by the town of Southwick, 62 acres. Pretty amazing. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Elaine Peter. I'm from the Franklin Land Trust. I'm the Land Conservation Director. And I'm here with my teammate, Mary Savorin, who's our Director of Philanthropy, and Tom Curran, behind the big oak tree. Our executive director now, and he came on just when we closed this in June. So welcome everyone. This is really exciting, and I had a lot of things to think about in the 3 years that we've done this, and so it was really hard to summarize 3 years worth of work. So I did take some notes and try to get my thoughts organized. So if I read from a few things, just so I don't want to miss anything. But we started this project in 2016 when we entered into an option. That's someone coming.
They're leaving.
We started this in 2016 when we entered into an option with the owner to buy the full 146 acres that are shown on the map. And that was a 1-year option. We thought, wow, we're gonna try and do this. We had some great ideas, and it has obviously taken a bit longer than that. The project just had a lot of different avenues that we went to, but we abut the Southwick Wildlife Management Area to the east, and so when we were talking about this project, there was a lot of interest from the state that wanted to own or help with manage or help protect this property. So we ended up, to make a long 3-year story short, we ended up with funding from the town through the Community Preservation Act and also town bond funding. And that came through many meetings and 2 town meeting votes on that money. We also had the Department of Fish and Game that put in a large portion of it to purchase the 83 acres in 2017, and also to help conserve the 62 acres with a conservation restriction. The town also got a land grant from Department of Executive Office of Energy and Environmental Affairs that Dennis Clark helped write, and which was awesome. And that was the big grant, and that's when a lot of us were out here 3 years ago, kind of celebrating the land grant and the kickoff of this project. We also had, from the Franklin Land Trust, we applied for many private foundations, Amelia Peabody, Mafflin, what else? Bromley Foundation, and locally we got funding from the Lupinski Family Memorial Fund, which is a family that is from this region and helped with some of the conservation in this area. And also the Beveridge Foundation, which is known for Stanley Park, I believe, helping create Stanley Park in Westfield.
What about the CRC?
Oh no, I know. So I do have my list. So we had many fundraisers, including golf tournaments, dine out. A lot of the restaurants supported giving a portion of certain dinners where they would give us a percentage of their fees. There were t-shirt sales and calendar sales and a few raffles. And there was even a good beer that was made by the Westfield River Brewery. And we also had regional organizations, including the Westfield River Watershed Association, the Hamden, Hampshire Conservation District gave us grants, the Mass chapter of the Sportsmen's National Land Trust, they did a license plate drive and gave us a sizable portion, and also the of course, and I left that for last, is the Citizens Restoring Congamon Association. They were just amazing, and we went to a lot of their meetings, and they kept handing us these beautiful big checks, and then they invited us back again and gave us another big check, and it was great to reuse those big checks. It was really wonderful. So we also had a lot of private business support of regional and local businesses, and those included the Western Mass Rendering Company, TJ Welch, the Southwick Inn, G&L Tool Corporation, Wally Computers, Raymond James and Associates, and Savage Arms. And there's a lot of other ones that are all listed on the board that is up there with the map. So when this project came to our attention, it was large and a bit overwhelming for us. I won't mention the values because I really don't want to talk about all the monies, but it was a lot of money. It took us longer, but I think what was really amazing with this was the partnerships between the town, the state, local businesses, and the 356 individuals that gave donations, large and small, to help this. And most of those were Southwick residents. And that was truly amazing. And I didn't make a list of all those, but 356 families and individuals that gave to this project. So that was really just astounding. And the town meetings the second town meeting that I think was filled to capacity with over 600 people that attended, that is more people than I've ever seen in a town meeting. So that was really amazing. So this property, for those of you who don't know, it sits on top of the aquifer that serves to protect the drinking, or it serves for the water supply for the towns of Southwick, West Springfield, Suffield, and Springfield. And that's pretty important. So the thought of having another, dozen or more houses on just this piece alone, and the impact of the pavements, the pools, the driveways, all flowing into the lake, we thought wasn't worth saving. So in the negotiations of this project, the town actually reserved out a site for a future well. Hopefully they'll never need it, but if they do, it's there, it can get installed and put in. And so this land, along with the land that the 83 acres that was conserved earlier, served to protect the zone around that well site. Hopefully they don't ever need it. So what I also really found amazing about this property is, if you look on that map, this was the last piece of a puzzle of 1,000 acres of land that was conserved for farmland, water supply, wildlife habitat, and public use, partially public use. So it started in 1987 with the APR, farm protection, on the Utzinger farm, I believe. And it went from there. 4 more farms protected, then wildlife management area for Southwick in Massachusetts bought a parcel from the cigar company, and across the border in Connecticut, they bought the other half of the cigar company. And then this is really the last piece of the puzzle. So I find that to be the most amazing part of all of this, because 146 acres doesn't sound like a lot when you talk about large-scale conservation, but in the scope of what happened here, I'm really proud of the town's work on that. So in the end, the state owned 83 acres that we're going to walk out to in a little while, that they're conserving for wildlife habitat, and to add to their grassland conservation. This 62 acres is owned by the town, will be open for the public, and it has a conservation easement on top of it held by Fish and Game. And so they're going to be partners with the town in managing this, which is, I think, a great partnership. And that means it's permanent. There's no one changing this into a police station, or we need to have a salt shed somewhere. This is conservation land for everyone to come out. So on that note, I'd like to introduce Russ Fox, the chairman of the select board of Southwick, to say a few words.
You covered just about everything. But I brought notes because 3 years ago, they had me MC the event, and then I realized there were people from other communities there, and I had no idea who they were, so thank you. So let me just get my notes out, because I want to recognize a few people. And the first people I'd like to recognize are the Mass Department of Fish and Game and Commissioner Ron Amadon. If the Department of Fish and Game hadn't spearheaded this project, I don't believe we would be here today. Now this tract of land is part of several hundred acres for people to hike, hunt, fish, and enjoy in perpetuity. So thank you to Fish and Game. Also deserving thanks is the Baker Polito administration, former Secretary Matt Beaton, who I think we dragged out here on numerous occasions and really beat him up to get some money. And that was because of the hard work of Senator Don Humison and Don's representatives here today. Thank you for coming. And also Representative Nick Boldiga and his representatives here today. There he is. Thank you for coming. And of course, Franklin Land Trust. You said 3 years, but this actually started a lot longer. I remember, I think, well, I see Chris Pratt sitting there. I think we were in a selectmen's meeting.
10 years, I would say.
Yeah. And we started the process, and it's been a very long process. But because of the good work of Franklin Land Trust and the Friends of the North Pond, it's been great. People and organizations have worked over the several years to achieve completion of this project. But last but not least, the citizens and the taxpayers of the town of Southwick. Because without them, we definitely would not be here today. You know, I was thinking about this, and there might have been disagreements on how to get here, but overall, we all agreed we wanted to get here, and we did it, and we achieved it. Southwick now has over 1,200 acres of land preserved for future generations. This doesn't include 460 acres of our beautiful Congamon Lakes, our school region, parks, our private chapter lands. So this is a great thing. And this past week, I hope everybody knows it, but the town of Southwick was awarded the designation by Rita Raves of being the #1 community, town or city, in the Pioneer Valley to live in. And I think this is one of the reasons why. On behalf of the town of Southwick, I'd like to thank all the people who put in a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of effort. And we can always sit back and take this beautiful view in, and our children and our children's children can do the same thing. So thank you very much.
Next, I'd love to have Dennis and Chris. Chris Pratt is the chair of the Conservation Commission and the chair of the Community Preservation Committee. And Dennis Pratt is the Conservation Coordinator for the town of Southwick.
We have different names. It's Dennis Clark.
It's something.
I just want to say thank you to everybody that's here. I'm so happy that you are all in support of the project. I'm happy how it turned out after such a long, arduous battle, it seemed like. And, you know, every cog had to fit in its own place, and you all helped make it fit. So, thank you very much for that. What I want to talk about today is the use of this land. Now that we have it, it's ours to use. You know, walks, hikes, forever and ever for little guys and their families when they grow up. So that's, you know, that means more than anything else. It can be used in many different ways, educationally, sporting, hunting, fishing, you know, just recreating. You know, it has places for young and old. People can come out and walk here pretty easily. Flat area, come sit up here if you want, have a little picnic. You know, you can walk down through the woods on a nice nature trail with your kids, and you can show them about nature. They can learn and appreciate nature and become stewards of the land as well. So I hope this land helps future generations also become stewards of land just like this. Okay? And I'll let Dennis take it from here. Dennis might have some more information about things that we want to do with the land.
Very nice. I'd like to thank Chris and his wife Michelle and his family for all the hard work they've done to make this happen. We don't want to forget about Sam Lovejoy. He's still around. So anyway, people are asking, you know, what are you going to do with the property? You know, what are you going to do with it? And the simple answer is nothing. But it takes a whole lot of work to do nothing. We need to get a plan in place, how we're going to keep this natural, keep the trails the way they are, make it available for people to use. And we're looking forward to a lot of help. We have Jameson here, who is going to be doing an Eagle Scout project. He's already started it, actually, cleaning the place up, blazing the trails. We're gonna be working closely with him and Fish and Game, and making sure this property stays in the condition, or better condition than it's in now. We get done with this little get-together here, we're going to walk the property, look at different areas, see what we can do to make it better for the environment and make it better for everybody to come out here and hike on it and just enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Next, I'd like to introduce the Commissioner, Department of Fish and Game, Ron Amidon.
Well, thank you, Elaine and Chris. And they really did cover all of the stuff that I had written down for this event. So I'm going to go completely off script and just kind of wing it here. As several people have stated already, we need to thank the Baker Polito administration and Secretary Theorides and EEA for supporting the Department of Fish and Game and the Division of Fisheries and Wildlife and everything that we do for sportsmen and the general public. And as other folks have said, you know, this land is forever. And when you look at the WMA and the conservation restrictions that are on these lands, that is all under Article 97. And Article 97 does say it is in perpetuity. So for the little guys and girls that are here today and the ones that aren't here yet today, this land is open to all of them for all outdoor recreation. And what I'm particularly impressed with is the grasslands. Grasslands are getting harder and harder to find throughout New England because of development. So for the opportunity to be able to preserve these grasslands is very, very unique. And Fish and Wildlife and their staff will continue to keep that land open, and they'll continue to work with the community to continue to have it in the form that it's in now or better. And I'm sure you will all be able to see as that habitat continues to evolve, there will be more and more of those species that are most endangered right now. And it really truly is all about the habitat. If we build it, they will come. And you will see more and more of those flight birds dropping in here, and you'll see a grassland that you can all be proud of. And it's only just the beginning. And as some other people have pointed out, Senator Hummerson and Rep. Bodega, they truly believe in sportsmen and the outdoor passion, and we really appreciate their support for everything we do and to be able to continue to acquire the lands that we do for Fish and Wildlife. And with the size of the crowd that we have here today, it's obviously very important to you folks as well. So congratulations on a partnership that has been going on for many, many years and culminated into a celebration like we have here today. Thank all of you.
And then next we're going to have Joe Rogers, who is the district manager for the Connecticut Valley Fish and Game Division of Fish and Wildlife. I'll never get those two straight. And then if folks have questions, feel free to ask questions, and then Joe is going to help lead us on a walk. But here he is.
So my name is Joe Rogers. I'm the district manager for the Connecticut Valley, which is over in Belchertown, the Department of Fish and Game, and also Mass Wildlife. We came here tonight just to say, hi neighbor. We've been the agency that's been running the WMA next door for several years, and it has been an amazing effort for the town to get this property and also for us to get the 86 acres next door. But rather than sitting here talking about it, I thought we could go out and walk into that, the newest property that you guys acquired. This really is a special location. The soils and the type of habitat that you have purchased is a globally rare type of habitat. And so I think it would, I would encourage you, if you are able to come with us. Our plan is to walk the paths that you guys have on your property, We're going to lead into the 86 acres that was purchased, and we'll talk about some of that wildlife management there, some of the forestry. If local town folks, if you've got questions about the tree cutting that we've done, the blue stem that we've planted, this will be a great opportunity for you guys to ask us questions. I brought along with me Jen Jones, who will be taking the walk with us. She's the land steward out of my Belchertown office, and also Ben Mazii, who's in the back. He's one of the habitat specialists that's been working on the habitat next door as well. So I think that was the plan, is to just head out for a walk.
With a donut.
With
donut.
yeah,
Oh, we get donuts before. All right.
You
better go get it. I love those. Cinnamon sugar.
What a day. Absolutely.
Very nice meeting you.
Counts on me.
I know. This is it. Yep, that's exactly it.